track, slowing near the wall, leaps, and he caught it. Dalton Varsho takes one away from Brady House.
Not that deep. Moniak on the move. Here's the throw to the plate. It is on line. Out at the plate. What a throw to cut down for me.
And with a dive, it's Tavares. He's able to scoop it off the green. That is a catch.
Line drive up the middle. Nunez dives. Hops to his feet. Oh, baby, what a play by Nasim Nunez.
This is line and diving at second is Cronenworth. His throw. Got him! You can hit it anywhere, but you can't hit it to the crowd zone.
And on comes Bench diving. And he made the catch. Splendiferous play by Carson Bench.
Back toward the wall, Hernandez leaps, and he made the catch! Arguably the best play he's made in the field as a Dodger.
Line to third. Caminero jumps up and pulls it out of the air.
And he's able to go up and end this ball game.
We play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
Fenway Park is no stranger to passionate fans, but last week, the iconic ballpark was treated to a jolt of pure energy.
No Scotland, no party. You're getting invaded by the Scots.
Thousands of Scottish soccer fans have traveled to the U.S. for the World Cup. Eager for a taste of our national pastime, the Tartan Army took their bagpipes to the streets of Boston and unleashed a party to remember. And of course, this included marching into Fenway Park, kilts and all. The Red Sox rolled out the red carpet, honoring their new friends from across the pond with a Scottish celebration night. Safe to say the Scots were grateful, busting out non-stop chants as the Sox took on the Rangers. But the Tartan Army wasn't done there. The drums and bagpipes hit Yankee Stadium next before continuing on to Miami. And inside Lone Depot Park, these brand new baseball fans got to see renowned Scottish soccer star Billy Gilmore throw out the first pitch. March on, Tartan Army. Glad you had a great time at the ballpark. Welcome to the big leagues.
21 plus, please drink responsibly.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Keeping you updated on culture and creativity. What's on Tap with Sandy Max.
In the studio with the co-directors of the new documentary simply titled Uke.
It's combining my two great loves of baseball and dreaming of being a baseball player someday and becoming a filmmaker, and somehow the two worlds have collided.
Now that they know what he was going through, it'll just make his fans love him even more.
Weeknights at 6 on WTMJ and the What's on Tap podcast on WTMJ.com. Get ready, Milwaukee baseball is here.
Major League Baseball has been put on notice.
On the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
Back with you from American Family Field as the On Deck Show built by Menards continues. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here tonight between the Brewers and the Pirates. They are brought to you by Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now. Supporting Wisconsin's critical infrastructure, visit WIIN at wisconsininfrastructure.com. The Pirates 56-57, third in the NL Central. They lead off with Jake Mangum in center field. Batting second is the second baseman Brandon Lau. Batting third in left field, Brian Reynolds. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder, Esmerlin Valdez. Spencer Horwitz bats fifth. He's the designated hitter. Batting sixth at third base, Nick Gonzalez. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Indy Rodriguez. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Jacob Gonzalez. And batting ninth and doing the catching is Henry Davis. Again for the Pirates, Mangum, Lau, Reynolds, Valdez, Horwitz, Gonzalez, Rodriguez, Gonzalez, and Davis. And on the mound is the right-hander, Bubba Chandler. The Brewers 69-42. They lead off with Bryce Terang at second base. Jackson Churio will bat second. He's in left field. Batting third, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich. Cleanup hitter is the catcher, William Contreras. Batting fifth in right field, Jake Bowers. Andrew Vaughn bats sixth. He's at first base. Batting seventh in center field, Garrett Mitchell. Batting eighth, the third baseman, David Hamilton. And batting ninth is the shortstop, Joey Ortiz. Again for the Brewers, Turang, Chourio, Yelich, Contreras, Bowers, Vaughn, Mitchell, Hamilton, and Ortiz. And on the mound for the Crew is the right-hander, Brandon Sproat. The umpire lineup is brought to you by Cannon and Dumpy, trusted by Wisconsin families since 1985. Just like the umpires keep the game fair, Cannon and Dumpy fights for justice when it matters most. Cannon and Dumpy, Milwaukee's trusted personal injury attorneys. James Hoy, the crew chief's at first base. DJ Rayburn's at second base. Sean Barber is at third. And the home plate umpire is John Libka. Brewers and the Pirates, game one of this series. We're getting closer to it. More after this on the On Deck Show, built by Menards on the Brewers Radio Network.
Ooh, that's gone. I did not see that one coming. Here's another surprise hit. Did you know our gas stations sell local fuel? It's true. When you fill up with unleaded 88, you can be sure more of it comes from Wisconsin. Wisconsin farmers grow the corn that becomes ethanol right here in our state. Ethanol blends produce clean fuel. It's better for your engine, better for your wallet, and it supports Wisconsin farmers. That's a home run. The next time you fill up, choose unleaded 88. Learn more at wibiofuels.org.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 4th.
Chourio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Local Union 2150 IBEW. Tune in August 4th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
The best summer moments aren't always planned, and that's why Carbless is made for whatever's next. Delivering bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail, Carbless is ready to go wherever summer takes you. With 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and only 100 calories, it fits seamlessly into your lifestyle so that you can enjoy every summer moment with Bliss. And while you're making the most of the season, try the limited-time Americana Backyard Bliss Variety Pack or the Lemon Iced Tea 4-pack before they're gone. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip. Find your Bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Mariano Rivera, cutter man, what can you say? Because lefties had no chance against him. Randy Johnson. So all you want to do is try to make contact and put the ball in play. Don't get hit in the head and just try to pull it in play. Mr. Greg Maddux, another great teammate, great player. Hey, this is a beautiful card right here. This card tells you and lets you know that I got him. When you see that finish high, you know that he's in the books.
Oh, was that ball crushed?
If you're Will, you're really think about the same approach when you're facing a lefty. Front shoulder in, quick to the ball.
Abreu strikes it well. Center field. Butler back. Tie game. Right on cue. Will your lunches.
He went back to that changeup. Talk about how important this guy is for the lineup. I mean, you know, the quiet offense the first 3 games, and so far here in this one, stays back on that pitch there, drives to the center field, ties this thing up here in the 8th.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Way back there, way back, Tatis at the wall, and he leaps and makes a spectacular catch. He brought that one right back into the ballpark.
That is 5 straight strikeouts now for Burke.
Sean Burke, 6 scoreless, 3 hits, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts.
Swung on and driven, high and deep, and it is gone! Back-to-back, Abreu and Contreras.
7 strikeouts for Noah Cameron. He took a no-hitter into the 7th, and an 8th scoreless allows just 1 hit. An incredible performance today from the Royals lefty.
Back it goes, deep it goes, and gone! Cody Clemens wins it down to their final strike.
Twins win! Twins win! The Twins win it!
If you stick around to the end with this club, you never know what you might find.
You can see a lot of different characters at the ballpark, and this week brought out some of the best.
I just hope that whatever was going on with that hot dog, that dog now owned that hot dog. I have not seen a cup on the bottom of a spike.
This is more of a hand grenade than it was a throw toward second.
Osuna hits one into the cone.
So look up and look out.
That bat exploded, and the Mariners haven't blown it up.
Florida man's a real thing, Dwayne.
Tarps off. Freebird time at Busch.
Fantastic entertainment.
Hats off and shirts off for the top defensive plays of the week.
Towards the side rail, he crashes into the wall, and he made the catch!
Another stop by Peraza, throw from his back, and he got it!
Now, look if you dare, I shall not drop the ball.
Church is gonna make a diving catch.
Holy smokes, what a catch by Julio Rodriguez.
Into the dugout, flips into the dugout. Did he hold on? He did. How about that?
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
East Coast already underway. They're in the top of the fourth in Philadelphia. The Nationals leading the Phillies 3-0. A couple of teams that were pretty active at the trade deadline in different directions over the course of the day today. St. Louis, a 2-0 lead against the Yankees in New York. That game's in the top of the second inning. Dodgers and Cubs open up a series tonight at Wrigley. San Francisco is down in Arlington taking on the Rangers later on tonight. Toronto's at Houston. The red-hot Astros. Tampa Bay is in Colorado taking on the Rockies, and San Diego takes on the Diamondbacks down in the desert. Fairly small scoreboard tonight. Not a lot of teams in action across Major League Baseball. We're ready to roll with the game. It's brought to you by Boucher Automotive Group. Start your journey with confidence. We ride with you every mile. Visit Boucher.com. With the play-by-play, here's Jeff Levering.
Thank you so much, Lane. And a reminder, this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers. Brandon Sproat getting ready to go, facing the Pirates the second time in less than a month. Faced them game one of the doubleheader on July the 11th. Only lasted 3 innings, allowed 3 runs, couple of hits, 2 walks, hit 3 batters, and struck out 2 against the Buccos. His first pitch of the game to Jake Mangum is a ball slightly high. And we're underway. 1 ball and no strikes. First pitch of Brewers baseball brought to you by Carbless. Premium cocktails in a can. The 1-0. Mangum pops it up foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carbless, enjoy every pitch at American Family Field. You can find it right here inside the stadium. Carbless, less is more. 76 beautiful degrees at our first pitch tonight. Right on time at 6:40 as Mangum slices 1 foul down the left field line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good to be back home. Brewers, one of the best home records in Major League Baseball. Trying to get it going against Pittsburgh. They're just 1-5 against the Pirates this year. Brewers 36-20 at home. Tied with the Braves for the best record in the National League at home. Only the Rays are better. Mangum, a swing and a miss at a breaking ball. And a strikeout for Brandon Sproat opens up this ball game. Ortho ASAP strikeout. Don't strike out. Get back to the active lifestyle that you want at Ortho ASAP. See a specialist today at orthowisconsin.com. So 1 away on the strikeout, and Brandon Lowe is the hitter. Trade deadline is come and gone. Buyers, sellers, teams that stayed put, as that one is called for a ball. 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Home plate umpire John Libka deemed that to be wide, and it was. Contreras held it there for an extra beat. 1-0. Lau fouls it back just to our left.
I'm guessing that was near either the radio booth of the Pirates or the television booth of the Pirates. Whomever it almost hit, it popped back out. And it's down and in on Brandon Lau. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Looks like Greg Brown.
Brownie?
He's interacting with the fans and I think bartering with them for the baseball that he's about to send down to them.
Oh, it stayed in the booth.
I think it did.
The 2-1 is fouled back. We had one in the TV booth in Anaheim on Saturday. Vinny Rotino made that catch after it hit the post. It was coming hot though. Palmed it off the post and in the hand. I scared him day 1. There was one that was right below the TV booth. Made him flinch. 2-2 hit towards the middle. Getting around it is Bryce Terang. Fields and throws. And Lau is out number 2. The rest of that Brewers defensive alignment today. Churio is in left. Mitchell's in center. Bauer's in right. Hamilton, Ortiz on the left side of the infield. Terang and Vaughn on the right side. And William Contreras does the catching.
Yeah, because of the angle, to catch a ball in the booth, it's usually coming in pretty high.
Right over the net, especially in Anaheim. Brian Reynolds is the hitter, switch hitter, batted from the left side. First pitch, fastball pops in and out of the glove of Contreras. 1 ball and no strikes. And Vinny was looking down the first time that a foul ball got close to him. And it was below us by plenty. I said, Vinny, look out. And he flinched. Pitch is low on Reynolds. 2 balls, no strikes. But he was ready for the second one. That was his first foul ball that he ever caught.
Hey, good for him.
We still haven't had one. I haven't had one in my dozen years. I didn't have one in the minor leagues. 2-0 line drive, base hit left field. Well, like lamb and tuna fish, Brian Reynolds getting base hits at American Family Field. They just go together. Came in hitting .331 in this ballpark in his career with an OPS nearing 1,000. Brian Reynolds with a base hit.
I've had 2 chances and I caught neither.
One hit you in the chest. I remember that.
Yep. Bicep. Right bicep. And it left a mark.
Esmerlin Valdez takes a strike with a breaking ball.
The other one would have been in San Diego when I just made no effort. I think I could have reached down and I might have been able to catch that one.
I recall. 0-1 to Valdez. Rookie of the month in the National League. Takes inside with a breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Did we have a laptop casualty somewhere?
Well, my laptop almost wore that one. I don't know if we've had a...
was there one in Cincinnati where you reached out and saved a laptop?
Maybe.
I feel like that happened. This one back to the backstop. And it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Up to second base goes Reynolds on what will be a wild pitch.
The other one, I suppose, would have been down in Arizona when Josh made the attempt. I probably could have made an attempt there, but I know that he's going for it.
Yeah.
So I defer to him in those situations.
He did not have his feet under him on that particular play, and he went head over heels. Valdez, a foul tip, and held on to by Contreras. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He was still getting back up, and the first thing he said to me on air was, boy, that's going to be a blooper.
And he's right. 2-2 pitch. Down and away. Knocked down by Contreras. Sproat's got some extra RPMs going on that sweeper tonight. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Valdez. Top of the first inning. No score. Pirates with a runner at second base. A base hit, then a wild pitch against Sproat. 3-2 pitch. And it misses outside. Ball 4. Again, a sweeper with extra on it. So with 2 outs, a single, a walk, and now it's Spencer Horwitz, the DH. Brewers baseball brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Horwitz, just off the injured list yesterday. Missed a lot of time with a hamstring issue. Swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1 on Spencer Horwitz. This will be the 20th pitch of the inning from Brandon Sproat. And Horowitz fouls it away. It's one of the things that Sproat has really tried to clean up. That's the pitches per inning. When he gets ahead of a hitter, finish the hitter off. He's not had a lot of quick innings this year. And now Horowitz will use his timeout. When he was really going well in June, in those 2 starts in particular in Colorado and then Las Vegas, he was having quick innings. He was efficient with his pitches. 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He threw a fastball by him at 98. He ends up striking out a pair in the inning. Strands a pair of Pirates. Go to the bottom of the first inning. Brewers set to face Bubba Chandler for a second time this year. No score.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
Hank Greenberg helped popularize the first baseman's mitt, holding a massive 13-inch pocketed glove. That was quickly banned, reducing the maximum size to 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Big Bertha, or the Elephant, for its massive size. It was swiftly outlawed as well.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
People you can trust, energy you can depend on.
The first inning is sponsored by Lakeland University. At Lakeland, your work and life experience count toward your degree, saving you time and money. Learn more at lakeland.edu.
Bryce Terang digs in against Bubba Chandler, bottom half of inning number 1. Sproat got out of that inning stranding a couple of base runners. First pitch from Chandler pipes in there for a strike at 97. Terang, Chourio, and Yelich scheduled against Bubba Chandler. Face the Brewers in game 2 of that doubleheader. And this one's taken high at 98 miles an hour, which is 4 2/3. Gave up a couple of runs on 5 hits, walked 3. 1-1 pitch is up and out. 2 balls and 1 strike. Terang 8 out of 24 on that last road trip. Had a good series in LA. Had 3 hits, including a homer. And he takes high. 3 balls and a strike. Chandler can get a little walky. 57 walks this year. Just 3 and 8 in his 21 games, 20 of those starts. Stuff is off the charts. Command still a work in progress. 3-1 is inside for ball 4. A leadoff walk to Bryce Terang. Brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, Ortho ASAP. The pain can't wait. Walk right into Ortho ASAP. Same day access to specialists. Start healing faster at orthowisconsin.com. Brings up Jackson Chourio, 7 for 26. Hasn't been hitting for a lot of power of late. Some doubles in there. And has not homered in almost a month. Last homer on the 4th of July in Arizona. Opening pitch, squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes a slider for a strike. More taking a pitch than anything else there for Chourio. See if the Brewers can crack the score column against the Pirates, who have scuffled coming out of the break. Lost 10 of 16, including 5 of their last 6. The 0-1 in tight, nearly hit him in the hand. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chourio fouls it back. Was on that one. One and two, and the pitch is a called third strike on the outside corner. 100-mile-an-hour fastball right on the edge. So a strikeout for Bubba Chandler. And now it's Christian Yelich. Quick trip around the bases presented by Old Wisconsin. Tonight's contestant in the quick trip around the bases contest is Robert Beck of Hudson. Brewers score in the first inning. Robert will win a $100 Quick Trip gift card. Compliments of Quick Trip and Old Wisconsin. As Yelich hits a screamer to first, he touches the bag, and then Bryce Terang will be tagged out by Endy Rodriguez. It was a short hop smash right at the first baseman, and Yelich hits into an inning-ending double play. It'll go 3 unassisted. Can't do much about that. Ball was blistered. It's a run if Rodriguez doesn't get in the.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how Mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started cooking with her, so we decided, to do the business, so we went to figure out what we're going to call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of, our mother, so that's what Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people, and this is what barbecuing is all about, and this is why we love it.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal, and I played with Eddie, and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards, and I know.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
After a promising start in the bottom of the first inning, Brewers nothing across against Chandler. Second inning opens up with Nick Gonzalez, and it's a strike from Brandon Sproat. It's 0-1. Gonzalez, Rodriguez, and Gonzalez. The 0-1. And Nick Gonzalez takes outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fourth best batting average in Major League Baseball, .312. Half a dozen homers. He's driven in 50. Likes hitting this ballpark. It's a fly ball to left. Back a few steps is Chourio to make the catch. That one off the end of the bat. 1 up and 1 down in the second inning for Endy Rodriguez, a switch hitter who will bat from the left side of the plate. He's the first baseman. 250, 5 home runs, and 17 driven in for Endy Rodriguez. Pirates took a hit over the weekend with Ryan O'Hearn getting injured. Rodriguez will get the lion's share of time at first base. Probably see Horowitz over there quite a bit too. Here's the pitch, and it's slightly low with the fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. Pirates beefed up their bullpen. A few trades. Went and got Camilo Doval from the Yankees yesterday. The 1-0 hit foul. Went and traded for Luke Weaver today from the New York Mets. Also got Kirby Yates, who the Brewers saw from the Angels. 1-1 pitch. Rodriguez took a strike at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And Wisconsin resident Blake Bacher.
Yes. Former UW Whitewater kicker turned pitcher. That's down and in. Got him from the Marlins. Brewers making their deals, getting Dustin May and JoJo Romero from the St. Louis Cardinals. 2-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Nasty sweeper. That thing is starting in the right-handed batter's box and ended up on the back foot of Rodriguez in left-handed box. Third strikeout. Another Ortho ASA PK. Jacob Gonzalez is the hitter. He's the shortstop. He was acquired in a trade with the White Sox when the Brewers were in town in July. Brewers also went and acquired a reliever, Antonio Sensatella, from the Rockies. Longtime starter, having a good year out of the bullpen. Has struggled against the Brewers this year, but Sensatella's been pretty good against everybody else. 1-0 is popped up foul by Gonzalez. This is as active a trade deadline as I remember in the last few years, and usually all those deals come down to the wire, and who knows when they've actually been consummated and completed before they get announced. But it felt like the last hour of the trade deadlines, that one's fouled away, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, was as feverish a deadline with big names than we've seen in a few years.
I would agree.
1-2 coming back. Ground ball on one hop. Vaughn spears it. Takes it to the base. And the inning is over. Quick and easy inning for Brandon Sprode. He needed just 12 pitches to get through it. Brewers coming up in the bottom of the second, starting with William Contreras when we return. No score on the Brewers Radio Network. Presented by American.
How does one of baseball's most celebrated plays connect to one of baseball's most notorious curses? Through a cross-country move, an earthquake, and the Men of Steel? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
But let me touch it for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals, and they'd be too expensive again to maintain, would put them into financial ruin.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these, though.
So these are Ty Cobb's
And these
cleats.
are Ty Cobb's.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say? One great play deserves another.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
He is our cleanup hitter today, brought to you by Loyal Family Renovations. Any home damage with Loyal Family, located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin across the state. First pitch strike on Contreras, and it's 0-1. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. Here comes the 0-1, and a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Contreras uses his timeout, steps out of the box. And the 0-2 pitch coming from Chandler. And it misses outside barely. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Contreras. Bringing the heat tonight. Seen a couple at 100 from Chandler. That last one at 99.4. Pitch is again off the outside corner. Check the swing, didn't go. James Hoy, the crew chief, over at first base. 2-2 on Contreras. Bowers is on deck, and then Andrew Vaughn. The pitch outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-3-2 on William Contreras. Started with the slider. He's thrown 4 straight fastballs since. 3-2 coming back. Struck him out. Threw him a slider, and Contreras is gone. Second strikeout for Bubba Chandler. Jake Bauers, the hitter. Clean ride is always a win. Stop by Tsunami Express Car Wash before or after the tailgate to keep your car fresh. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers. Bowers a check swing foul. Nearly hit the bat boy. 0-1 on Bowers. Good Sears in Anaheim, 4 for 12, couple of homers. 0-1 is up and down. He's got 20 home runs on the season, 270 overall, 64 runs batted in. Second most RBIs on the club. Chandler winds and deals to Bowers. And a ball. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Pirates defensively about the middle of the pack. Here's the 2-1 and a swing and a miss. Good slider down below the zone. 2-2. It's Reynolds, Mangum, and Valdez left to right on the outfield. Gonzalez and Gonzalez on the left side. Lau at second. Andy Rodriguez at first. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another slider. Back-to-back Ks from Bubba Chandler. He's got the good stuff going early. Before Vaughn hits, 10 seconds for station identification on the Brewers Radio Network. First pitch to Vaughn is a strike at the top of the zone with a fastball. It's 0-1 with Lane Grindle, Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering aboard. No score, bottom of the second inning between the Brewers and the Pirates. Chandler's pitch is a strike on the inside corner. Threw him another slider. Chandler does not waste a lot of time. He gets that baseball and he goes. Vaughn uses his timeout to slow him down. 2-strike pitch is high with a fastball. 100 on the nose. Gorgeous night tonight. Temperatures in the 70s. 1-2. Down and away with the slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's supposed to be great all week. Potential to get warm over the weekend. Mid to upper 80s. Nothing like that 90s stuff we saw in July. The 2-2 is down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes during the All-Star break when it was smoking hot. Plus the humidity.
That was about as hot as I remember it around here. I know we've had other stretches that have been like that, but whew.
Then you mixed in the wildfires.
Yeah,
the smoke that came in. Three and 2 on Andrew Vaughn. Coming back is Chandler. Fouled off the mask of the catcher, Henry Davis. Well, August and September mean crunch time for pennant races. It also means you've got 2 months of great grilling before summer fades into fall. Don't miss a single day of grilling. Enjoy brats, franks, Polish Italians, whatever your favorites might be. Just make sure they're usingers. The pitch is down on Vaughn, and he draws a walk. Second walk issued by Bubba Chandler. Brings Garrett Mitchell to the plate. Another ortho ASAP walk. Garrett Mitchell trying to find his swing again. He was as hot as anybody for about a month and a half. Takes a ball inside. Was just 3 for 20 on the road trip. He is 3 for his last 32 at the plate in his last 10 games. 1-0 from Bubba Chandler. Ground ball sharply hit at second base. Lau is right there and throws him out to retire the side. Brewers had a base runner, strand him at first. We go to the third 0-0 game between the Brewers and the Pirates on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Some companies build projects. At Professional Construction, Inc., we build relationships.
That means showing up early, taking pride in the details, and having each other's backs, on and off.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their baseball cards. And that was the gum we used. These are all my baseball cards. The Topps one is right there. It's developed into somewhat of a big nostalgic thing. And there are a lot of people that, you know, that's one of their favorite baseball cards. It's kind of crazy.
And today. Third inning, no score. Brandon Sproat faced the bottom part of the order first, and with the play-by-play, here's Lane.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. Henry Davis to lead things off. First pitch missed outside, and it's 1-0. Davis, and then back to the top of the order for these Pirates. Sproat out of the windup, the 1-0 pitch is a fly ball on the infield. Shedding the mask is Contreras in foul territory. Hamilton will call him off, charging down from third base and making the catch in foul territory for the first out. Not too far away from home plate by the time it was all over. And one down for Jake Mangum. Now, you were talking about the trade deadline, Jeff. The thing that, and this doesn't mean a whole lot, it just was an oddity that stood out to me. I mentioned it to you off air. There were a ton of in-division trades today. I'm sure somebody like Jason Stark will be able to tell us in the next day or two if it was the most ever. Pitch is in there for a strike on Mangum, and it's 0-1, but it sure felt like it.
It really did. I mean, the Brewers and Cardinals making a trade, the Giants and the Padres making trades. Doesn't happen all that often. Red Sox, Orioles.
0-1 is a ground ball to Turang at second base. Waits on it, scoops it, throws to first, and retires Mangum. There's two quick outs here in the third inning.
The Adley Rutschman deal, sorry, Lane, I thought maybe one of the more fascinating trades of the day.
I would agree with that. One that the Orioles were willing to move on from a guy that was #1 overall pick and really the face of their renaissance, if you will, with that era. Here's Brandon Lau. First offering is up high, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. And then to do it in division. And good for the Red Sox. I mean, this was a team that most had as a seller a month ago. People were starting to look over their roster. Who should we take from them? 1-0 missed outside, 2-0.
14-game winning streak can cure a lot of woes.
It sure can. It sure can. Go to the Dodgers and sweep them over the weekend. That gets a lot of people's attention if the 14-game winning streak didn't. 2-0 to Lau is in there on the inside edge for a strike. It's 2-1. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going cross town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill up along the way, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 2-1, a swing and a miss at a changeup, and it's even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sproat trying to put together another 1-2-3 inning. He did it in the second. He's been efficient so far here in the third. Lau is 0 for 1. He grounded out to Turang back in the first and takes a sweeper outside. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Marlins and Rays making a trade.
Interstate.
Not interdivision, but interstate. They do that a lot, it feels like. Ground ball foul up the first base line. Stays at 3-2 on Lau. Phillies and Mets. 3-2 pitch. Bouncing ball up the middle. Backhanded stab by Turang. Throws across his body. Not in time. Lau able to beat it out. Turang was behind the second base bag, had to throw off balance. He one-hopped it there. Was a good stretch by Vaughn, but Lau just able to beat it out. Brewers seeing if they want to challenge it. That was a tremendous play made by Turang to make it as close as he did. Ranging all the way back up the middle with a backhand. One-hopped it over to first, and he just beat it. I don't know how you could do it any better than Bryce Turang just did. He has really, it feels like, stepped it up another level the last couple of weeks at second base. So here's Brian Reynolds, runner at first after the infield single, and he takes a first pitch strike at 0-1. I mean, that was a razor's edge that Lau was safe by, but I think they did get it right. Reynolds a base hit back in the first. He's 1 for 1 tonight. 0-1. And a breaking ball. Grounded up the middle and into right center field for a base hit. Turning second is Lau. He's on his way to third. And Brian Reynolds is 2 for 2 tonight. That should surprise nobody. The guy just flat out hits, and it seems like goes to another level when he plays against the Brewers. It was a curveball off the plate, and Reynolds just went out and rolled it up the middle off the very end of the bat. And now Sproat, who looked like he was going to have a quick inning, has runners on the corners and 2 away. And a dangerous hitter, and has Marlon Valdez at the plate for Pittsburgh. Sproat kicks the leg in the first pitch. It's high, and it's 1-0. If you're heading to a Brewers game, Potawatomi Sportsbook will get you there. Make any purchase or same-day bet for a shuttle wristband. Space is limited. Visit Potawatomi.com for details. 1 ball and no strikes on Valdez. The pitch. That missed low. Gets away from Contreras, but not far enough for the runners to advance. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Valdez, the reigning player of the month in July for rookies in the National League. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. That's right through there, and it's 2-1.
Felt like he hit 1,000 against the Brewers in that weekend series.
5 for 12, 3 home runs, and 9 RBIs in that series. But he has struggled of late. 2-1. Checks on a pitch that missed inside. It goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. He walked back in the first. Has himself in a hitter's count here. He's just 5 for his last 37 over his last 12 games coming into tonight. Brewers hoping to take advantage of that trend, keep it going in that direction. 3-1 is fouled back into the net. The count is full, 3-2. And we were watching him in that series, Jeff, and you just really couldn't believe that he'd only been up for a short amount of time. And that he wasn't some hugely heralded prospect. Because he performed like it. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sproat kicks the leg. The pitch missed down and away. They're going to appeal to first. He did not go. The runner was moving, but it didn't matter because it's ball 4 on Valdez, and the bases are now loaded. So after the first 2 were retired, now the bases are loaded for Spencer Horwitz. So this inning has gotten a little bit sideways on Sproat, who can still make a big pitch and get out of it. But this has been, again, a little bit of the theme with Brandon Sproat at times, where he can look so sharp for certain stretches of batters, and then for whatever reason things can kind of wane a little bit and innings can get long, pitch count can get elevated, and it's prevented him from working deep into games. And he's at 52 pitches as he works here in this top of the 3rd inning, and Chris Hook is on his way out for a Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound.
He had 9 pitches and 2 strikes on Brandon Lau before he singled on the infield.
Yeah.
So add on a few extras and it could cost Sproat an inning.
Potawatomi Sportsbook wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, and over 95 kiosks. It's a fan's dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend. So here's Horwitz's big moment early on in this game. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Sproat's first offering to Horwitz missed inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Horwitz, a strikeout victim back in the first inning. That was with 2 on and 2 outs. Kind of the same stretch in the order that Sproat had trouble with back in the first. The 1-0 pitch. And that missed low with a changeup. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Horwitz, who just came off the injured list yesterday, went 0 for 4. Hadn't played since late June. 2-0 pitch. And it's a ground ball and a rocket inside the first base bag and into the right field corner. 1 run is in. That's Lau. Around third is Reynolds. He will score. They're going to send Valdez around third, and he is going to score as well. It's a 3-run double for Spencer Horwitz, and the Pirates take a 3-0 lead. So 2 outs and nobody on, and it has led to the bases loaded and a 3-run double. Vaughn stretched out for it, couldn't get a glove to it, rolled all the way into the corner where Bowers dug it out of there, but that is unfortunate for the Crew and for Brandon Sproat. So now a runner at second and 2 away, and here's Nick Gonzalez. First pitch is tapped out in front of the plate. Foul, actually, behind the plate, and it's 0-1. So Horwitz' first hit since coming off the injured list, and it's a big one. And Jeff told you the Brewers have had their struggles with the Pirates. Just 1-5 against them so far this year. They're 18-5 against the rest of the NL Central. This one's ruled foul, first base side, and it's 0-2 on Gonzalez. So an infield single on what was almost a tremendous play by Terang. He was safe by less than half a step, and look at what that all leads to. There's action already in the Brewers bullpen. Garrett Stallings starting to play catch. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a sinker at 95, and the inning is over. But the damage done. A 3-run double by Spencer Horwitz, and it's 3-0 Pittsburgh as we go to the bottom of the third on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by America.
It's time for another road trip. We're heading to Birdland. Welcome to Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Opened in 1992, Camden Yards set the standard for new ballparks. Creating the retro classic aesthetic of brick and steel, nestled into a bustling downtown neighborhood, Camden Yards breathed new life into Orioles baseball. Just steps from the Inner Harbor and a short walk from Babe Ruth's birthplace, Camden Yards is steeped in unique history and tradition. The 100-year-old B&O warehouse is a lefty's dream target in right field. Take a stroll on Utah Street and be on the lookout for bronze baseballs embedded in the road. These plaques mark where home runs landed over the right field fence. And of course, in 1995, this was the scene of Cal Ripken Jr. breaking Lou Gehrig's long-standing Iron Man streak. Join in on the Unified during the national anthem. Feeling crabby? Grab some loaded fries from Local Fry. Or maybe head over to Boog's Barbecue and indulge in the delicious 92 crab cake sandwich. The city of Baltimore loves their O's and their ballpark.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Tri-City National Bank is proud to support your hometown team, and our bankers can help you achieve your financial dream. Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. It's a 3-0 Pirates lead here at American Family Field. A 3-run double with 2 outs by Spencer Horwitz in the top of the third. Got the Pirates on the board, and David Hamilton takes a slider.
Call the ball. Catch is challenging.
But it's going to be challenged by Davis, as you hear John Lipka, our home plate umpire, inform you. And the pitch is going to be close. It is a strike.
Pittsburgh has 2 remaining.
So it does get overturned, and it's 0-1 instead of 1-0 on David Hamilton. Those challenges brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. The The 0-1 to Hamilton is a liner into right center field. It is dying quickly. Going into a diving catch is Valdez in right center. I don't know how he got to that ball. That ball looked like it was dying quickly and it was going to drop in front of him. He went into a headfirst dive and he came up with it. And that is the first out of the inning. Was not hit very hard. Hit off the very end of the bat. Good first step. And he came up with it. One away for Joey Ortiz. First pitch from Chandler is a chopper to third. One big hop out to Gonzalez. Pats the glove, throws across. And just like that, there's 2 outs here in the Brewers half of the third. Well, when the game is on the line, the Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find a WDA dentist near you, go to WDA.org. Back to the top of the order now, Bryce Turang. Bryce with a walk against Chandler back in the first inning. Takes a first pitch strike and it's 0-1. Chandler has walked a pair. He has struck out 3 through 2 2/3 so far here tonight. And he brings home the 0-1. That missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brewers with some work to do here in this series opener. Trailing 3-0. Chandler's 1-1 pitch. That missed down and in with a changeup. And it's 2 balls and a strike. It's been a Pittsburgh team that you would have thought the rotation would be their strength. They've got some names, and if you just look at the pure stuff, a lot of stuff in this Pirates rotation, but the rotation has really struggled, especially over the last month and a half or so. Here's the 2-1 to Turang. And this is a liner out to center. Back on it is Mangum. A couple of steps to make the catch. And the inning is over. But Bubba Chandler putting up zeros so far through 3 innings. We go to the 4th. It is 3-0 Pittsburgh on the Brewers.
Pop quiz. How do you go from Captain Clutch to the Iron Horse through a milestone and a marathon? The answer is on Hall of Fame Connections.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
3,000! History with an exclamation point!
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Boggs would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
It is 3-0 Pirates. We go to the top of the 4th inning here in Milwaukee. It'll be Andy Rodriguez to lead things off for Pittsburgh against Sproat, who's hit 58 pitches through 3 innings already here today. First offering for Sproat, missed inside, and it's 1-0 on Rodriguez. A 3-run double by Spencer Horwitz in the top of the 3rd. That has accounted for all the runs in this game so far. The 1-0 pitch, chopped foul at the plate. And it's 1-1 on Rodriguez. Carbless is a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers premium ready-to-drink cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. Find it at the ballpark or at your local retailer. Carbless, less is more. 1-1 is a liner into right center. That is down for a base hit for Andy Rodriguez. So it's a leadoff single. And there's a man aboard for Jacob Gonzalez. Gonzalez a ground out back in the second inning to first. He is 0 for 1 today. That is the 5th hit of this game already against Sproat for Pittsburgh. Sproat out of the stretch here. First offering to Gonzalez is a swing and a miss. Sinker at 95, and it's 0-1. Rodriguez gets his lead from first, being held on by Vaughn. And the pitch missed up and all the way back to the backstop. And moving up 90 feet is Rodriguez. Makes a big turn at second and puts the brakes on as Contreras had to go through John Lipka to get back to that baseball. Wouldn't have mattered. It'll be a wild pitch charged to Sproat on a sinker that got away up and outside at 95. Contreras just couldn't get to it. And now the runner in scoring position. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on Jacob Gonzalez. Sproat kicks, delivers, and down and in and all the way back to the backstop at another 90 feet for Rodriguez. And the folks here at American Family Field aren't happy, and Pat Murphy's out of the dugout. Pat Murphy is out of the dugout, and he is making a trip to come talk to Brandon Sproat. And there will be a, I think, pretty blunt message sent here. In fact, he's going to make the call to the bullpen. Stallings was getting loose, and that's going to be it. So in the middle of the count, Pat Murphy is lifting Brandon Sproat with a 2-1 count to bring Garrett Stallings into this game. He was very quick to get up those steps and go out there and take the baseball. It is a pitching change brought to
the MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
This is my 1994 Topps card. This is an action shot. You know, I have no idea what I did this pitch, but it shows me, you know, good form, you know, head down, looking at the path of the ball, swing, the bad front leg sort of straight. Yeah, I think that was a good at bat. I'm going to swear by it. I think I hit a home run this time.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Exceptional waterproofing protection and is ready for rain in 2 hours after application. Save big on all our staining products. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Well, a bit of a message sent by Pat Murphy mid at bat. He has lifted Brandon Sproat from this game. Garrett Stallings comes in. There's a runner at third, and it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Jacob Gonzalez. Brewers bring the infield halfway, and the first pitch is up and away, and it goes to 3-1 on Gonzalez. Leadoff single and then back-to-back wild pitches by Sproat. And that was enough for Pat Murphy. Here's the 3-1 from Stallings. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. And the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stallings is facing the bottom of this Pirates lineup. Gonzalez right now is the 8-hitter. You've got Henry Davis in the on-deck circle for Pittsburgh. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the net. And it'll stay full on Jacob Gonzalez. It is 3-0 Pittsburgh. Stallings has work to do to keep it that way. 3-2 pitch. That one's fouled back and out of play. That was a cutter at the top of the zone at 87. Stallings has pitched well when the Brewers have used him the couple of times he's been up. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. It's a big strikeout for Jacob Stallings. Cutter at the top of the zone. And Gonzalez went after it. It's an ortho ASAP strikeout, and there's one away now for Henry Davis. Infield all the way in now for the Crew with the right-handed hitting Davis at the plate. First pitch is outside, and it's 1-0. Davis popped up in foul territory back in the third inning. Again, Indy Rodriguez 90 feet away for the Pirates here with less than 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch, that is a swing and a miss at that changeup, and it's 1-1. That pitch has been a good pitch for him when we've seen him out there for the Brewers this year. Afforded himself very well in an outing in St. Louis in early July. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Double down on the changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is his 4th appearance of the season with the Crew. One-two to Davis. And he just missed inside with the changeup. Didn't miss by a lot, but it was in off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good take by Henry Davis. Two-two pitch. Missed outside. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Stallings has not given up a run in the big leagues this year. Trying to strand an inherited runner here in this 4th. 3-2 pitch. And he missed inside. He walked him. Changeup missed in. So he walks Davis. That's not the end of the world, because if you get a ground ball, now you've got a shot to turn 2 and try to get out of this inning with runners on the corners. But Jake Mangum is the batter, and he is not an easy guy to double up. Mangum can really fly and is a switch hitter, so a hit from the left side against the righty Stallings. So doubling up Mangum would mean you'd have to hit a ground ball right at an infielder with a little bit of pace to it. Stallings' first offering is outside with a changeup, and it's 1-0. Brewers honored Chief Warrant Officer Thomas Heminger earlier today, the U.S. Coast Guard, on the field here at American Family Field. A reminder that retired veterans can turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and health plan experience you want with Network Health. Learn more at networkhealth.com/veterans. Stallings' 1-0 pitch is bunted up the first baseline, but foul, and it's 1-1. It is 3-0 Pittsburgh. We're in the top of the 4th inning on a Monday night here at American Family Field. Good crowd on this Monday night for the Crew, but they have found themselves in an early hole here tonight against these Pirates. Stallings trying to get them out of a jam here in the 4th. The 1-1 to Mangum. Bunting bunts it right out in front of home plate. Stallings will field it. He's going to go to first with it. Terang was hustling over, but was beat to the bag by Mangum, and the run comes down the line and scores, and it is 4-0 Pittsburgh. Brewers didn't execute the bunt defense the way they wanted to there. Contreras initially came out in front of the plate, was pointing to first to Stallings. Vaughn was coming in to field the bunt himself, so Terang came over to cover the bag at first. I think they would have had a play at home if Contreras stays home. Pitch to Lau, misses outside. It's 1-0. Contreras came out in front of home plate, but if he just stays behind the plate, they've got the runner at the plate. Instead, they didn't get anything out of it. And now first and second with 1 away. And 1 run already in. Lau lifts one in the air to shallow left. It's going to be playable for Chourio. In and to his left a couple of steps, makes the catch. There's the second out. Mangum will be credited with a single on that bunt. And an RBI. And now here's Brian Reynolds, who's already 2 for 2 tonight, hitting for the 3rd time here in this 4th inning. It's a 4-0 Pirates lead. The run charged to Sproat, by the way, but the 2 runners that are out there currently are Stallings' responsibility. So you can close the book on Sproat. Not a great line for Brandon tonight. Pitch is in there for a strike on Reynolds. It's 0-1. 3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts for Sproat here this evening.
And to think he could have been through the 3rd inning with nothing across and 10 pitches thrown.
The 0-1 to Reynolds is lifted in the air to left. Back a couple of steps and moving towards the line is Chourio. He's there to make the catch, and the inning is over. But the Pirates add another one on. They lead at 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
You Live Matters. Searching for us.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Here comes DeLuca closing. Got it. Straight ahead. Nice job by Johnny DeLuca.
Snagged nicely by Young. Thornton gets over to cover and they get the out.
Makes a leap at the wall and he makes the grab. A great catch by Julio.
It is a long run and Jeremy gets there right in front of the sliding Lamont Wade Jr.
On the run is Crawford and he makes the sliding grab.
Diving stop Nunez from his knees, throws to Garcia in time for the out at first.
Coming on for Osuna. He lays out and makes the catch. What a play, Alejandro Osuna.
Diving stop, Miggy Rowe. He's still got it. Diving stop on one hop by Turner. To his feet, throws in time.
Holy smokes. Mitchell coming on, slides and makes the catch. A nice play by G-Mitch out there in center field.
Halpin going back on the run at the track, leaping up, and he makes the catch. What a play by Petey Halpin.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Pittsburgh, and Jackson Chourio to lead things off for the Crew against Bubba Chandler, who is at 37 pitches as he works here in the 4th. 3 innings, he's given up no hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts so far for Bubba Chandler. The Brewers faced, of course, before the All-Star break. Ran his pitch count up, got him out of the game early, but Pittsburgh was able to win that game as the pitch misses up and in on Chourio, and it's 1-0. Chourio called out on strikes back in the 1st. 0 for 1 tonight. 7 for 26 on that road trip for Jackson. The 1-0 pitch, that's right through there for a strike. Fastball at 98, and it's 1-1. Here's the offering from Chandler. Check swing, but he went around, says James Hoy. Over at first base, and it's 1-2. That was a fastball up. It was out of the zone at 98. Jackson just couldn't hold back. 1-2. That's fouled out of play behind home plate, and it'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Just joining us, deadline day today. Final test for everybody in the front office as they put their rosters together for the final stretch. 1-2 is fouled back and out of play. Stays at 1-2. Brewers added 3 arms. Most thought they would add arms. That's what they did. Starting pitcher in Dustin May from the Cardinals, along with left-handed reliever Jojo Romero. 1-2 is fouled back. That one out of play. Brewers have seen a lot of Romero. He's made 20 appearances over the years against the Brewers. That is more than any other team that he's appeared against. 1-2 pitch. Churio took outside, and the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He has been tough on left-handers, as you might expect. It will certainly help the Brewers to have another left-handed option in that bullpen. 2-2 pitch is ground ball up the middle, played on the forehand by Gonzalez, and throws to first in time to retire Churio. 1 away now for Christian Yelich. Romero won't be available yet for a few more weeks. He's still recovering from appendicitis. But Dustin May will likely make a start on this homestand and make his Brewers debut. First pitch to Christian Yelich is over but low with a sinker at 98, and it's 1-0. And Antonio Senzatella could potentially be active as early as tomorrow for the Brewers in that bullpen. 1-0, swing and a miss. Looked late on a sinker at 98, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Senzatella, of course, we've seen a lot of him over the years, primarily as a starting pitcher with the Rockies. 1-1 is a tapper left side. Big hop for Gonzalez. Throws to first in time to retire Yelich, and there's 2 away. A couple of 6-3 groundouts here in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll get William Contreras to the plate, who's going to have some homework after the game. He's going to have to learn these new pitchers that the Brewers are bringing in that we're talking about. Senzatella, May, both guys that'll generate a lot of ground balls, which is always a good recipe with this Brewers team. With the defense that they run out there on the dirt. First pitch is in there for a strike on Contreras, and it's 0-1. Chandler's 0-1 pitch is popped up. This one behind home plate. Davis sheds the mask, trying to find room. He's got room, makes the catch, and the Brewers go down in order in the bottom of the 4th. Reminder from Schneider and their professional truck drivers: save the tailgating for the parking lot before the game.
Baldwin has been the impact player today offensively for the Braves, and now he hits one high in the air to left center field. Clark surveying. He leaps. He got it. Denzel Clark, his first home run robbery of the year, comes in Atlanta. That's why he's out there. A Superman catch from Clark.
And he tracks it the entire way. Times his leap like he's been playing center field here at Truist Park for 10 years.
Up next was Andruw Jones. The 10-time Gold Glove winner became a force at the core of the Braves dynasty at just 19 years old. Taking his place as the first Hall of Famer from Curaçao, Jones delivered a love letter to his island.
I feel like a rookie today, surrounded by all these amazing Hall of Famers behind me. There's no easy way to get here from the small island of Curaçao, but today Cooperstown and Curaçao are forever joining together. My biggest fan, Carmen Jones. Thank you for being an amazing mom and raising me the right way. Nobody in the Braves organization had a bigger impact on me than manager Bobby Cox. Bobby had confidence in me and helped me become the best player I could have been. It didn't matter if we were in Chicago, New York, or LA, or whatever we win. You guys supported us. It's an honor to have a Braves hat on my plaque. Thank you, Braves country. There's no better feeling than being here today at Cooperstown.
Season long, this is the Brewers Radio Network.
Pirates leading the Brewers 4-0 as we head to the 5th inning, and back in with the play-by-play. Here's Jeff Levering.
Thanks, Lane. Brewers looking for the cheat code to the Pirates. 5-1 against the Brewers so far this year. The first one from Stallings is slightly outside for ball 1. Brewers got swept in their 3-game series in Pittsburgh. Lost 2 out of 3 here in Milwaukee earlier this season. This is a chance to make some hay against Pittsburgh as the strike is thrown on the outside corner from Garrett Stallings. Pirates have not been playing great baseball out of the All-Star break. Again, losers of 5 of the last 6. Something against the Brewers. They've had the right numbers. It's been fouled away by Valdez. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pirates coming in just a game under 500, 3.5 games back of the last wild card spot, and they were buyers today at the deadline and fortified their bullpen, which needed some help. 1-2 is a swing and a miss, and Stallings strikes out Valdez. Stallings has done a nice job since coming in mid-count for Brandon Sproat in the 4th inning. Walked a batter and allowed a bunt base hit, which was at third base because of back-to-back wild pitches, and Pat Murphy removed Sproat from the game. Stallings one away, and Horwitz hits a fly ball to right, not deep. Bowers a few steps in and makes the catch. 2 quick outs in this 5th inning. Quick vibe check. Well, the vibes, they could be better right now. The Brewers got some runs, but great vibes always when you have Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the seltzer that passes the vibe check. Two away for Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2. Already 7 of the 9 hitters have reached base safely for Pittsburgh. Takes a strike with a cutter. It's 0-1. Gonzalez and Gonzalez. Those are the only 2 that haven't reached base, either by hit or by walk. Nick and Jacob. 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Caught the outside corner. It's 0-2 on Nick Gonzalez. Stallings ready to work. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a pair of ortho ASAP Ks to get through the Pirates in the 5th inning. Bowers, Vaughn, and Mitchell coming up against Chandler. 4-0 Pittsburgh on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
I'm Julie Leary, and I'm part of the Cannon & Dunphy personal injury team.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales, and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to, and so I credit my dad for that.
I'm Jonathan Mayer, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Hitting streak. First pitch is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Three strikeouts for Chandler, and this is high with a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Henry Davis looked back at the home plate umpire, darted a pretty aggressive look at him. Pitch was close, not that close for that kind of look. That's down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike with a change. That's low. Bowers fouls it back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to get something going against Bubba Chandler. The Brewers have just 2 base runners, both walks. Three-two pitch. Ball 4. Ortho ASAP walk. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Walk right in. There is a difference. Didn't miss by much. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. 3rd walk. Let's see if that can lead to something here for Vaughn. Vaughn takes a slider low for ball 1. One and oh, here it comes. Is a strike in the inside corner, 1-1. Vaughn now takes a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vaughn was just 2 for 12 on that road trip. Chandler about ready to throw his 60th pitch. 1-2 is inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Can't get it all back with 1 swing right here from Vaughn, but you can chip away. That's what the Brewers are hoping to do against the Pirates. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul held on to by Davis. That's a strikeout. 4th K for Bubba Chandler. Just went after it with a fastball at 98 and got it by Vaughn. Garrett Mitchell hit the ball hard, but right at the second baseman. It seems like that's been the story for the Brewers offense the last 4 games. Hitting a lot of balls hard, but right at defenders. Going back to the first game of the Angels series. Garrett Mitchell included in that group. Pitch to Mitchell is a ball off the outside corner at 99. Well, it's the time of year when teams upgrade for a postseason run, and you should too. Make sure your fridge is stocked with Usinger's brats, plenty of tasty Pine River cheese spreads, and a freezer full of Cedar Crest ice cream. Pitch is low, 2 balls, no strikes. Going to get wild, and your favorite foods will get you across the finish line. 2-0 the count on Garrett Mitchell. Pick one out, have some fun with it if you're G. Mitch. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Had one to hit, came up empty. 100-mile-an-hour fastball, not easy to do. Slightly open stance from the left side. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Down and in. 3 balls and a strike. Another fastball at 100. Mitchell bangs to center field. Mangum comes in, makes a diving catch, and takes a hit off the board for Garrett Mitchell. That's a pair of diving catches by the Pirates outfield group. Mangum made that one. Valdez made one against David Hamilton, who's coming up right now back in the 3rd inning.
You were just talking about the exit velos and some of the hard contacts that were being caught and hit right at defenders, and just another great example right there. 103 off the bat of Mitchell, who is now 3 for his last 36, but I'll tell you, the last 3 or 4 games he's had a lot of balls like that.
Take those, take the contacts, not the result, unfortunately. No moral victories. David Hamilton digs in, 1 ball, no strikes. Leadoff walk, and Bauer is still sitting at first base. Hamilton hits it foul. Evens things up, and a ball and a strike. Frustrating for a hitter when you're hitting rockets all over the place and nothing is falling.
As you always say, it doesn't come with a joystick.
No, it does not. It certainly does not. Once you hit it, you cannot tell it where to go. You can try Carlton Fisk style. 1-1 swing and a miss. Davis was thinking about throwing behind Bowers at first base. Held up. 1-2. That's such a dated phrase. Nobody uses joysticks anymore. The 1-2 foul back.
What is this, Atari?
Yeah. Arcade games.
It doesn't come with a power glove.
Also dated.
Yeah. That doesn't work either, does it?
1-2. Hamilton pops it up third base side. That will reach the seats above the Pirates dugout. Hamilton trying to extend this inning to Ortiz. 1-2 coming back from Bubba Chandler. Sets and time called by Hamilton before Chandler was about ready to pitch. He was winding that pitch timer down to about 1, and Hamilton was not feeling very comfortable about that situation. So he calls time. Hitters don't like standing in that batter's box for a long time. It was even worse when pitcher would be able to shake and take as much time as they wanted. Hitters want to get up there and go. 1-2. Liner back up the middle. First hit of the game for the Brewers. David Hamilton, a nice clean single. First and second with 2 away for Joey Ortiz. Change up from Chandler and stuck his rear end out. No legs whatsoever in the swing, but kept the hands back long enough and barreled it up. Ortiz bounced to third sharply his last time. 1 swing, it's a brand new game. There's a strike on the inside corner, and Ortiz has enjoyed hitting in this ballpark more than hitting on the road. 5 home runs so far this year. Only had 2 starts in the last road trip. Sends one to right, a base hit. They'll send Bowers around third. Valdez throws home, and safe is Bowers. It's an RBI single for Joey Ortiz, and just like that, the tying run is coming up. Good throw from Valdez out in right field. But Bowers got a good jump with 2 outs. He was going on contact, and he beat the throw. So back-to-back base hits by Hamilton and now Ortiz. And Bryce Turang, who lined to center last time, will have to wait because the pitching coach is coming out, Bill Murphy, and he is walking very slowly to chat with Bubba Chandler. Pitch count's fine, 74 pitches for Chandler, but 24 so far in this inning. Chat here before Bryce Turang digs in. Trip to the mound brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, over 95 kiosks. It's fans' dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend. Well, we have a moment. 10 seconds for station ID on the Brewers Radio Network. Here's Turang. And the first pitch, swing and a miss, late on a fastball. Great speed on the bases. The 0-1 is a strike. Turned over a changeup for strike 2 at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-2. So 2 strikes and nothing. Chandler sets at the belt. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a high fastball at 1-0-1. Hardest fastball he's thrown all night. Chandler surrenders a run. The Brewers are back in, and it's 4-1 as we go to the 6th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Miller time. People think it just happens, but that's not.
Go-ahead run. Ramirez at second base. First base is open. And now Williams intentionally walked Cabrera. Line drive to center field. A base hit for Cabrera, who swung at that pitch. Williams didn't get it far enough outside, and Cabrera alertly swung at it.
Well, Little League right here. It happens in Little League when you don't get the ball out.
Now the Marlins have the lead in the 10th.
Rice with a 2-out RBI double to right field in the first, and it's driven deep to right field. Going back, rally, track, wall, see ya! Ben Rice red hot with a solo home run. Yankees lead 5-2.
The look of a hitter who is locked in early in the season.
And Ben Rice is, I can't believe it, his first home run of the season, 427 feet. It takes the sails out of what's going on in the dugout. That makes a big difference that the first batter came up and immediately gets one of the runs back.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Their agents are always there to protect your dreams.
The Brewers got one against Chandler in the 5th inning. It's a start. It's 4-1 Pittsburgh as we play in the 6th. Endy Rodriguez, first man to face Stallings. And the first pitch is a strike. Cutter on the outside corner. Rodriguez, Gonzalez, and Davis. 7, 8, and 9 in the Pirates order. Fouled away. It's 0-2. Difference in this game, a 3-run double by Spencer Horwitz in the 3rd inning. Brandon Sproat had a chance to get out of that inning at 2 strikes and 2 outs on Brandon Lau. An infield single followed by a base hit by Brian Reynolds up the middle, a soft single, and then a walk to Esmeralda Valdez, who again was behind in the count. Led to the Horwitz 3-1 double. That is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sproat then faced a batter and a third in the 4th inning. He was taken out mid at bat in the 4th. Someone fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bullpen will have to cover most of this ball game. Remember, the Brewers are in the middle of 17 consecutive ball games. Will not have another off day until after the Brewers get back from California next week, as Horwitz, I should say Rodriguez, hits one through the right side for a base hit. 2-for-3 now for Endy Rodriguez, and it's Gonzalez who's 0-for-2. Hey, baseball fans, don't forget George Webb predicts the Crew will win 12 games in a row this season. When they do, we'll be celebrating. Learn more at georgewebb.com. Jacob Gonzalez, left-handed hitter. Opening pitch from Stallings is a ball off the outside corner. To challenge from Contreras.
Pitcher's called the ball. Catcher's challenging.
Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. What say you, ABS system? Ooh, by a
Milwaukee has 1 remaining.
Persian Kitty's whisker. 1/10 of an inch. Close. Brewers have 1 challenge remaining. 1-0 on Gonzalez, who pops it up. Back of shortstop. Ortiz about 10 steps into the outfield grass, makes the catch. Henry Davis is the hitter. He has popped up and walked. And Stallings throw one of those changeups and have Davis roll over it. Stallings at the belt, and his first pitch is a high fly foul. Yanked it up into the 4th deck, halfway up of section 434. Youngster comes away with a souvenir. Threw a changeup, and Davis was way out in front. The 0-1, bunting and popping it foul off the screen. Former #1 overall pick, Henry Davis. Done a really nice job behind the plate. He's turned himself into a fine defensive catcher, but he was drafted to be a hitter. Got to the big leagues quickly, tried him in the outfield. But the hit tool has just not translated the way the Pirates wanted it to. Hitting just 174. Here's the pitch, and it's down and away. He's hit 8 home runs. OPS is under 600, though. The on-base percentage at 274. Slugging just over 320. Again, great defense. 1-2. Stallings throws. And a swing and a foul held onto by Contreras. Another strikeout. Ortho ASAPK #4 for Garrett Stallings. Lineup turns back over to Jake Mangum. Mangum, a bunt base hit to drive in a run in the 4th inning. Brewers did not communicate overly well on that safety squeeze from Mangum. Takes a peek over at third base. Hamilton playing even with the bag. Stallings throws to the plate and missed down low with a cutter. 1 ball, no strikes. Good crowd tonight. A Monday, summertime here in August. School's going to get moving for a couple of school districts. 1-0 pitch. Changeup is low. Like Contreras is about ready to challenge and then rear back and fired the baseball to Stallings.
I think John Lipko was anticipating he was going to challenge it for a moment too.
It was close. It's good. No challenge from Contreras. There's a strike. And Contreras held it for an extra beat. It was one of them stir balls. Could be a strike, could be a ball. It's a stir ball. The tweeners. 2-1 to Mangum. Runner takes off. What a huge jump. Nobody covering the bag. One extra breath there from Stallings. He was holding. Rodriguez takes the bag. He was holding till he couldn't do it anymore. And Rodriguez got a massive jump, and Stallings could not step off. He was committed to throwing home. So a steal for Rodriguez. Mangum hits one up the third baseline, foul. Count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Top half of inning number 6. Pirates leading at 4-1. Game 1 of this 4-game series. The payoff. Mangum flips one into left center. Jackson Chourio, a couple of steps back, makes the catch. Inning over. Stallings, a nice job. 3 innings out of the bullpen. Does not surrender a run. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Brewers trail by 3. Chourio, Yelich, Contreras.
In a big time spot here in the 8th. The 2-2 pitch. Yelich, a high drive, deep right, down the line, fair and gone. Yelich delivers in the clutch, and he left nothing in the tank.
My God, how far did that go? A bomb,
421 feet away.
My goodness.
Christian Yelich, a 3-run blast.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 2, 3, and 4 come up for the Brewers. Starts with Jackson Chourio. And the first offering from Chandler is up and in, ball one. That's at least the 3rd time that Chourio's had one come buzzing in on him. Got out of the way. Chandler's 1-0. That's up and in again. Ball just getting away from Bubba Chandler. Ready to go on 2-0. The pitch home. That's up and in. Threw him a slider. Can understand that one. He's still too close for comfort. 3-0 pitch. Chandler winds and deals. Up and in again. And Chourio looks into the Pirates dugout and says, hey, what's going on now? And John Libka goes out in front of home plate, fires the baseball back to Bubba Chandler, and John Libka looking into the Pirates dugout. That was 4 straight pitches. Now you understand the slider, fine, but every fastball that was thrown by Chandler in that inning was up around the elbow. Pat Murphy has a wry smile on his face. This is game 1, folks. Here's Yelich, and that is outside, ball 1. So 5 straight out of the zone. And
Pitcher's called a ball. Catcher's challenging.
We're getting a challenge from Henry Davis. And it is a ball.
Pittsburgh has 1 remaining.
So 5 straight out of the zone from Chandler. One-0 coming back. Chandler's pitch. That's a strike. For a slider, he's recalibrated. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the 6th inning. That's the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Our contestant is David Alborn from St. Francis. 1-1 pitch. Yelich, a swing and a miss. Charged up on a fastball at 99. 1 ball and 2 strikes. $350 in a gift card jackpot for David Alborn from St. Francis. If a member of the Brewers hits a home run in the inning. 1-2. Foul back. Add an extra $100 for each additional home run hit this inning. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings. That's Woodman's. Brewers could pop one here. That'd be a good thing. Down by 3, 4-1 on the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Broken bat, pop up, third base side, and caught by Nick Gonzalez. Barrel of the bat ends at second base, and Brandon Lau was faking as if he was going to throw the bat to first base to complete the out. Crow hopped and everything. That ball got in on the hands of Yelich and obliterated his bat. One away for Contreras. The pitch is a swing and a miss at a high fastball. 101 miles an hour. Aaron Ashby loosening in the Brewers pen. And that one misses low on Contreras. There's action in the Pirates pen. Gregory Soto, who is more often than not their closer, is getting ready in the Pirates pen in the 6th. One to Contreras. Chandler sets and throws, and time called. Time was called by Contreras. He didn't back out of there. He didn't know if it was going to be granted or not. Contreras called time and then stayed in and hit the baseball. Asked for time, it was granted, and then stayed in there and hit. He wasn't sure if John Libka called timeout, but he did. And this one fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chandler trying to finish this 6th inning. Something he's done only a handful of times this year. 1-2. Line to right. It's up and caught by Valdez on the warning track. Another missile hit by the Brewers. Off the bat of William Contreras. You thought maybe he'd have a chance to get over Valdez's head, but got back, made the catch. So another line drive out. And that leadoff man who reached in back-to-back innings on a walk still stationary at first base for the time being.
103 off the bat of Contreras.
Now Bowers takes down an in, ball 1. Bowers scored the run for the Brewers. RBI single by Joey Ortiz. 91 pitches for Chandler. The 1-0 is a ball off the inside corner. 1 challenge remaining for the Pirates.
Jeff, the Brewers have hit 6 balls at 100 miles an hour or more off the bat. They're all outs tonight.
Feels like game 1 against the Angels all over again. Now Bowers into the gap in right center, a base hit. Churio makes the turn. He'll go to third. The tying run coming to the plate with Andrew Vaughn's bat in hand. So Bowers extends his hitting streak to 9 games. Singles into right center. And Vaughn strides to the plate. That was not even one of the harder hit balls of the night, but well placed. Vaughn today has walked and struck out. Chandler at the belt. First pitch. Hit foul. Slider on the outside corner. Vaughn down in the count 0-1. Only 10 home runs allowed this year for Bubba Chandler and 1 in his last 6 starts. Chandler's 0-1 pitch. Up high with his slider. 1 ball and 1 strike. More than likely the last batter for Bubba Chandler, whether he gets Vaughn or not, with Soto loosening and Mitchell on deck for the Brewers. 95 pitches and climbing for Bubba Chandler. He has not eclipsed 100 pitches this year. The pitch to Vaughn. Flare to right. Falling fast. Base hit. Run scores. Play at third. It gets away from the third baseman. Bowers trying to score. The throw home is high. Bowers scores. It's a 1-run game. Bowers with a mad dash around the bases. And the tying run is in scoring position with 2 away in the 6th. Risky play for Bowers to go from first to third. The run was going to score regardless. The throw from Valdez, not a bad one. 1 hop, it wasn't handled by Gonzalez at third. Bowers got up. Chandler's throw from foul territory was not in time, and Bowers scores. There will be an error charged to Valdez. Vaughn took the throw home and took advantage and went to second base. So the tying run is in scoring position. It's 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Get Jake Bowers an oxygen mask and get some North Shore adult diapers for the Pirates. Things are getting a little.
Goes right side again. Kurt Schilling with another base hit. McGee tries to throw down. Oh my God! It hit him right in the head. Are you kidding me? It hit Kurt Schilling right in the head. He never saw it. McGee came up throwing. Schilling kept running. He never saw it coming.
You can see the mark of the ball on the helmet.
Oh, brother.
No, that's a different kind of historical vibe.
DOMO having a laugh over there. Ortiz went flying into that bag, and he got a big laugh up right there. You saw him.
There you see the power in his swing. Just
he had no idea where it went.
The beauty of being outside, wildlife doesn't care that there's a baseball game going on. We've got some raccoons on the field.
Yes!
Done every day. So when you see construction signs, orange barrels, and flashing lights, please slow down. Those work zones protect Wyuna's skilled men and women. Strong roads, strong bridges, stronger Wisconsin. Wyuna, feel the power.
Garrett Mitchell digs in against Gregory Soto, who's on out of the Pirates bullpen. 14 saves on the year. With all the new additions, this is his time to shine. 48th appearance at .369 ERA for Soto. Tying run at second base. The pitch is a ball off the inside corner. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Soto. Give Vaughn one run batted in. Here's the pitch. And it's high and tight on Garrett Mitchell. 2 balls and no strikes. David Hamilton is on deck. Should the Brewers think about it, I mean, they've got some options right-handed on the bench. Here's the 2-0 and slide step and missed low. 3 balls and no strikes. Lockridge, Sanchez, Pratt, Lara, all available from the right side of the plate. It's a 4-3 game in the bottom of the 6th. Tying run in Vaughn at second base. 3-0 pitch to Mitchell. And he hit him. Fastball up and in, and Garrett Mitchell darting a quick look out at Soto. That's more of a, no, you're all right, buddy. That was a kind look out to the mound. I've never seen that before, but with Garrett Mitchell, he's the nicest human being in the history of mankind. Even when somebody hits you on a 3-0 pitch, no, man, you're good. Don't feel bad about it. It hit him in the elbow pad. It still hurts. At least it didn't get him in the ribs. Then you'd really be in trouble. Mitchell was looking out, and he was telling him, it's okay. You're good. And we will see a pinch hitter as Cooper Pratt will hit for David Hamilton. Tying run at second, go-ahead run standing at first base. 3 straight 2-out base runners, just as was the case in the 5th inning. So 2-out action for the Brewers. Pitch to Pratt, down and in. Soto has yet to throw a strike. 5 straight out of the zone. Nothing was close to Garrett Mitchell. That last pitch, a breaking ball, almost hit Pratt in the back foot. One-0 to Pratt. That is a strike. Slider on the outside corner. 4-3 Pittsburgh. Bottom of the 6th inning. Soto at the belt. Deep breath. His pitch is a strike again, and a challenge from Pratt.
Pitcher's called a strike. Batter's challenging.
This was going to be close. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Oh, it just did clip the strike zone.
Milwaukee's out of challenges.
Brewers are done. About a quarter of the baseball in the strike zone, the upper part of the strike zone. No more challenges left for the Brewers. You can understand the way that it was caught by Davis. But now Pratt down to the count 1-2. Soto throws to the plate. Ground ball foul outside of third. Went back to another slider. Pratt, the first time in his big league career being used as a pinch hitter. 2 runs in the inning already. Pratt with a .291 batting average, trying to deliver in a pinch against Soto and the Pirates. Deep breath. 1-2 coming back from Soto. Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 97 mile an hour fastball. Maybe a baseball and a half off the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Pratt. He's working the count against Soto. Set again, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and a slider down and in. And Soto gets himself out of the jam. The Brewers get 2 in the inning. And we go to the 7th in Milwaukee. It's the Pirates 4, the Brewers 3 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
For every mile of highway, every
The Red Sox got their 4th of July party started early with a 4-game sweep of the struggling Yankees at Fenway.
Can you believe it?
It's the first time the Sox have swept a 4-game series from the Yankees since 2018, and it's largely thanks to the efforts of their red-hot rookie-filled rotation. With the Yankee offense continuing to struggle without Aaron Judge, the Sox pitchers didn't miss a beat. Connolly early set the stage with a 9K performance in a Game 1 duel against Cam Schlittler, while Peyton Tolley provided a strong follow-up act with 7 one-hit innings in Game 2. And the newest rookie, Jake Bennett, got in on the action himself and took home the win in Game 3.
And all of a sudden, the Red Sox are rolling against their arch rival.
But it was the veteran Sonny Gray who provided the showstopper in Game 4, taking a no-hitter into the 8th in his finest start of the year. Jarren Duran capped the sweep with a 10th inning walk-off that kept the Yankees tumbling out of first place.
I went to college at Northeastern University, and all my friends were Red Sox fans. And while in my 3 years there, I really grew to appreciate Red Sox Nation and everything that they bring to the table. And once I got my head wrapped around the trade, I was really, really excited. I think they have one of the most iconic logos, these 2 Sox right here on the sleeve. I love keeping it simple, really fond of the font, and I think it's a really cool look.
The Brewers brought to you by Habish and Rotier, injured in a car accident. Right calls Habish, 13 offices across the state. They're the hometown firm Wisconsinites trust. Habish and Rotier, national reputation, hometown service. Aaron Ashby's in the game, and to call it, here's Lane.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Brandon Lau to lead things off against Ashby for these Pirates. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging, and he fouls it back into the net. It's 0-1. Lau tonight had one of the more consequential hits of this game. It was just an infield single on what was a tremendous play made by Terang to almost record the out. 0-1, and he went. That was a nasty slider down in the dirt. It snowballs and 2 strikes on Lau. That was back in the 3rd inning. Lau just beat it out. That was with 2 outs and nobody on. Brian Reynolds then with a soft single put runners on the corners. Then Valdez walked, and the bases were loaded with 2 outs against Sprode, and then Spencer Horwitz hit the 3-run double. That was the big swing in this game, but it all got started, and it was possible because of that Lau infield single. This pitch is up and in with a sinker, and it's 1-2 on Lau. So it'll go Lau, Reynolds, Valdez here in the top of the 7th. Ashby trying to keep it at a 1-run deficit for the Crew. The 1-2 pitch. And he checked on a breaking ball down in the dirt. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Drive around the league. It is presented by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slider. And Ashby makes quick work of Brandon Lau to start up this 7th inning. Ortho ASAP, strikeout, don't strike out. Get back to the active lifestyle you want at Ortho ASAP. See a specialist today at orthowisconsin.com. Cubs are leading the Dodgers. That's 7-4 in the bottom of the 5th at Wrigley. Justin Robleski was on the mound today for the Dodgers. He got hit around. First pitch to Brian Reynolds, a swing and a miss and a sinker. And it's 0-1. Seiya Suzuki homered. Carson Kelly homered. And now time is called by Reynolds. Alcantara homered, his first career home run. Michael Busch is also homered in that one for the Cubs. Tommy Edman is homered for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss and a nasty curveball. Ashby's got some filthy stuff going again here tonight. It's no balls and 2 strikes on Reynolds. Matthew Boyd started that game for the Cubs. He's gotten hit around a little bit. 7 hits, 4 runs, and 3 earned. But he's been really important for the Cubs here this summer. Pitch is down in the dirt with a curveball. Reynolds didn't chase it. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. After that injury that cost Boyd most of the beginning of the season, Cubs have needed some answers in that rotation, and he's been one of them for them. Brian Reynolds down to the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's 1 out. Nobody on here in the 7th. Ashby raises the leg to pitch, and he got him looking. A changeup dropped in there at the very bottom of the strike zone. Another ortho ASAP strikeout for Ashby. There's 2 away for Valdez. Other scores around the big leagues tonight. St. Louis leading the Yankees 6-3 in New York. That game's in the top of the 7th inning. Ashby's first pitch to Valdez is a strike on the inside edge with a sinker at 99. It's 0-1. Blue Jays leading the Astros 3-0 down in Houston. That game's in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 0-1 bounced in the dirt and all the way back to the backstop. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Blue Jays were an interesting team at the deadline. They sold yesterday with Kevin Gausman, and then they were buyers today. Got some controllable pitching in Jose Soriano from the Angels. 1-1 missed outside of the curveball. And it's 2-1. Astros are red hot right now, but they're behind in this one tonight. Giants leading the Rangers down in Texas 3-0. That game's in the bottom of the 5th. Ashby's 2-1. And I think he went. They appealed to first. He didn't go, says James Hoy on appeal. It goes to 3-1. That was a curveball. Again, down in the dirt. Nasty pitch from Ashby. And as Merlin Valdez was able to check. So here's the 3-1. And he missed inside. He walked him. So Valdez has walked 3 of the 4 times he's come to the plate tonight. He struck out in his only other plate appearance back in the 5th. And it's a 2-out base runner for the Pirates, and that gets Spencer Horwitz to the plate here for Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay leading Colorado 7-0 at Coors. Junior Caminero has hit his 31st of the year in that one. As Horwitz able to check on a slider down and away in the Brewers dugout, barking at Sean Barber, the third base up. They did not agree. That game at Coors is in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the 1-0 to Horwitz. That missed up and in with the sinker. And it goes to 2 balls and no strikes. They are just getting underway in Arizona between the Padres and the Diamondbacks. Philadelphia came from behind to beat the Nationals tonight 6-3. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. (4-3) Pittsburgh here in game 1 of this series. 2-1. That's high, and it goes to 3-1 on Horwitz. So Ashby, after striking out the first 2 batters, fell behind to Valdez, walked him, and now falls behind to Horwitz. 3 balls and 1 strike to count here against the lefty Horwitz. Nick Gonzalez, a right-hander, is in the on-deck circle. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Sinker at 98, blew it past him. Count is full. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd trying to encourage Ashby here. Now time called by Horwitz. Runner at first and 2 outs. Ashby trying to put up a 0. Raises the leg of the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. It gets away from Contreras. He picks it up, tosses to first in time, and completes the strikeout. 3 strikeouts for Ashby in a scoreless top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of 7. It is 4-3 Pirates on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Why is that person holding a Keith Hernandez card in their hand during the game? Are they waiting for you?
I never cared for that particular pose right there, to be honest with you. I mean, where do you sign on that card?
Right on your best feature. Keith on one side and Hernandez on the other.
I can only sign it on the Bohunkas, though.
Oh, that's a lovely signature.
Right across the boat. Look at that. It's like a tattoo.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Homered in the first, his 3rd leadoff home run in the postseason. Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani! Wow! Up and over the roof! A majestic blast! Ohtani dropped jaws everywhere! And it's 4-0 Dodgers!
117 off the bat, 469 feet. He is the first Dodger to ever have 2 multi-home run games in the same postseason.
Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 4-3 Pirates lead. Gregory Soto stays out there on the mound for Pittsburgh. Joey Ortiz leads off against him, takes a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. 7th inning stretch sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Escape to the Island Resort and Casino, where championship golf, relaxing spa treatments, great dining, and casino excitement create the perfect summer getaway. A 1 is in there for a strike. And it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Joey Ortiz. Ortiz then back to the top of the order. Turang and Churio to hit here in the bottom of the 7th for the Crew. The 0-2 pitch is way outside and all the way back to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Brewers trailed 4-0 at one point in this game. They've scored the last 3 runs of this contest. Soto's 1-2 to Ortiz is rolled foul, third base side. And it'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Joey with an RBI single back in the 5th. Soto's 1-2 pitch. Popped up foul and out of play behind home plate. Fan tried to make a catch down into our right here in the Loge level. He didn't catch it cleanly, but still handed it to a young fan with good ballpark etiquette. 1-2 here on Ortiz. Soto on the third base side of the rubber brings home the pitch and a late swing, and he shoots it foul into the Brewers dugout. Everybody all right. Soto trying a quick pitch. Joey Ortiz, and that was scorched into that Brewers dugout. Christian Yelich was standing on the top step. He had to get out of the way. Here's the pitch. Bouncer to third, played behind the bag by Gonzalez. Pats the glove, turns to first, and it brings the first baseman Rodriguez off the bag. Ortiz through the bag safely. It'll be, I think, an infield single for Joey. Regardless, the Brewers have their leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the 7th.
His old college teammate didn't respect his speed.
No.
Nick Gonzalez.
Kind of slow played it a little bit, Jeff. Patted the glove, and then throw was high. I think even if the throw's on target, Joey might beat it out anyway. So here's Bryce Turang. It'll be a single for Ortiz. First pitch to Bryce, squaring to bunt, pulls the bat back and takes a ball. And it's 1-0. So Joey with 2 hits tonight. And that is the tying run on base here for the Crew. Soto has thrown 18 pitches in relief so far tonight. The 1-0, and Turang squaring to bunt again, pulls the bat back and takes high for ball 2. Sinker at 95 miles an hour. Soto's always had good stuff. Abner Uribe playing catch in the Brewers bullpen. The 2-0. Turang bunting, bunts it up the third baseline. It's a good bunt. Gonzalez fields, throws to first in time. It's a good bunt up the third baseline. Gonzalez played it perfectly and was able to at least get Turang. It'll be a sacrifice for Bryce. And Ortiz moves up to second base on the play. So the tying run is into scoring position now for Jackson Chourio.
It's almost a disaster for the Pirates. Soto looked like he was going to try and make that play. It was a bad decision if he was going to try and do it.
Backed off at the very last second, and wisely so. So here's Chourio. First pitch. Jackson took down and in with a slider. It's 1-0. Jackson worked the walk to lead off the 6th inning, came around and scored. He's 0 for 2 officially in this game. Ortiz is at second with 1 away. The pitch way inside, and it's 2 balls to no strikes. Slider to start up this at bat for Soto against Chourio. Jackson hasn't seen many strikes these last couple of plate appearances. 2-0. There's a slider in there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Bet he's glad he doesn't have 100 miles an hour coming towards his shoulder anymore.
2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Jackson took down and in. Another breaking ball. That one the slider. That one didn't miss by much. It was in off the plate. Actually about knee high. Probably would have clipped the bottom of the zone. But now a friendly count for Chourio. 3-1 the count. The pitch. And Jackson pops one up foul and out of play first base side. Count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wilbur Dotel getting loose in the Pirates bullpen. The 3-2 to Chourio. This down and in, he walked him. So Jackson walks for the 2nd time tonight. And the Brewers have first and second. And 1 away for Christian Yelich. So Yelich comes to the plate. Bill Murphy, the pitching coach, is on his way out for a mound visit. He's going to chat with Soto before Yelich digs in there. Trips to the mound brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. With wall-to-wall screens, elite dining, and over 95 kiosks, it's a fan's dream. Potawatomi Sportsbook, become a legend. Yelich has had pretty good success against Soto in his career. He's 3 for 9 against him. All 3 were singles. They take that right now. That would tie this game up more than likely. So a leadoff infield single by Ortiz, then the sacrifice by Turang, and now Chourio at first. And the Brewers have the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first, and Yelich at the plate. Yelich 0 for 3 tonight. Soto's first offering. He is in there for a strike on a sinker at 97. It is 0-1. Mangum shades Yelich just a tad bit toward left center. There's a gap in right center for Yelich. A 1. That missed down and away with a slider. And it is 1 ball and 1 strike. Shade Valdez toward right center, so also a lot of room down the line for Yelich. A 1-1. And Yelich took a breaking ball in there for a strike. It is 1-2. Slider, bit of a hanger. That might have been one for Yelich to try to get after. But he's behind in the count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Soto brings home the pitch, fouled back and into the net. It'll stay at 1-2.
3 for 9 lifetime is Yelich against Soto.
Soto looks in, having a hard time hearing his pitch comm. Raises the glove to his ear to help. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Struck him out with a slider down and away. Yelich is the second out of the inning. And it's going to be up to William Contreras. Contreras 0 for 3 tonight. Has been in a bit of a funk. But a big spot here for him to try to deliver a clutch hit with 2 outs. Soto brings home the first pitch, and Contreras took low. It is 1-0. Contreras 0 for 3 against Soto in his career. He has drawn a walk against him. Soto has thrown some pitches in relief here tonight. The pitch in there for a strike on a sinker. And it's 1-1. That was his 33rd pitch out of the pen here for Soto, who came on in relief of Chandler in the 6th. Speed on the base pass for the Brewers with Ortiz and Churio. Here's the 1-1. And he took a strike at the bottom with a sinker at 97. It is 1-2.
Wanted a challenge, didn't have one left. Would have been wrong anyway.
Yeah, that was a strike. Just clipped the low inside corner. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ran a slider down and in. And Contreras strikes out. And the Brewers, after getting their leadoff man aboard, unable to get this game tied. We go to the 8th inning. It's a 4-3 Pirates lead on the Brewers radio now.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Carlos Beltran is one of only 5 players in MLB history to join the 400 home run and 300 stolen base club. Beltran used his acceptance speech to thank his family and honor his roots in Puerto Rico.
This is the closest thing of my first at bat in the big leagues, where I feel excited to be here, but at the same time I feel very nervous. You know, if baseball have really taught me something, is that I hope, you know, in life we continue to measure ourselves by the same standard we have used to measure others. Everywhere I play baseball, I always try to represent my island. I try to do the best I could for the organizations that I play, but also I wanted to represent Puerto Rico. Every single teammate that I play with, you guys were so important to me. I have an incredible privilege to be around one of the greatest competitors this game has ever seen, Mr. George Brett. You taught me something that I will never forget. That greatness is built long before anyone is watching. Thank you, God, for allowing me to become a small part of the baseball history.
It's a 4-3 Pirates lead as we head to the 8th inning, and back in with the play-by-play. Here's Jeff Levering.
Thanks, Lane. It's Nick Gonzalez who's 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a flyout today. Ashby deals, and this one hit fouled on the right field line. 0-1 on Nick Gonzalez. Brewers had their leadoff batter on for a 3rd straight inning. For the first time since the first inning did they fail to score that leadoff batter. When they reached, the 0-1 is outside. Got one in the 5th, 2 more in the 6th. Just couldn't get that big hit. Yelich struck out. Contreras struck out against Gregory Soto. Ashby trying to keep the Pirates right where they are. And skips one in the dirt. Change up, 2 balls and a strike. Today's 8th inning brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council. Earn great union wages and benefits. Building Wisconsin's infrastructure. Learn more. LIUNA-Wisconsin.org and feel the power. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Three strikeouts in the 7th inning for Aaron Ashby. Grant Anderson loosening in their bullpen. 2-2 coming. Ground ball hit to short. Pratt has it. Throws a dart to first. Retires Gonzalez. 1 up and 1 down in the 8th inning. Pirates bullpen is moving. Right-hander Lucy. That looks like Doval. Just acquired from the Yankees a couple of days ago. Pitched in the game yesterday in Cincinnati. Gave up a homer, as a matter of fact. Here's Endy Rodriguez. And he takes up and in with a fastball. Spun him around. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. .1-0 pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. 30,684 our attendance tonight. 1-1 pitch. Liner into left. A base hit for Rodriguez. 3-hit night for Endy. All singles. 1 to center, 1 to right, and now 1 to left. Jacob Gonzalez 0 for 3 is the hitter. Lefty-lefty matchup with Henry Davis on deck. A good game going on at Wrigley today between the Dodgers and the Cubs. Here's the first pitch, and it's high on Gonzalez. 7-5 Cubs. Bottom of the 6th inning. Brewers will take on the Padres and the Dodgers next week. Head back out to California. 1-0 pitch. It's low. Got to get through this 4-game series with the Pirates and the 3-game set with the Twins. All teams that were buyers at the deadline. The schedule does not get easier for the Brewers moving forward. 2-0 to Gonzalez. Is a strike at the knees. 2-1. At the belt is Ashby. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul into the glove of Contreras. 2-2. Four runs, 8 hits, 1 error, 7 left for the Pirates. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 7 left for the Brewers. 2-2 pitch. Tapped foul. Gonzalez just threw his bat at that baseball. Got enough of it to stay alive. Again, the Pirates a game under 500, but 3.5 games back the last wild card spot. They've got him picked off. Throw to first. Now the throw to second base, and the ball pops out of Pratt's glove. Vaughn made a great throw to Pratt, but sliding in was the runner Rodriguez. And I think his helmet popped the baseball free from Pratt's glove. They had him picked off. The Brewers could not execute. That baseball just did leave the glove of Pratt. It wasn't the helmet at all. It was the shoulder of Rodriguez. He was out. 2-2 on Gonzalez. Runner at second base. 1 away. The pitch is a roller to first base. That's a fair ball. Vaughn has it. Flip to the bag. Out at first base is Gonzalez. Ashby hustling over just in time to get Gonzalez. Don Kelly confirming whether or not they want to challenge. They will not. Well, Vaughn almost took too much time getting that baseball to Aaron Ashby. Made a nice play, and then a flip to Ashby covering the bag and just got his foot down ahead of Gonzalez. Two away. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss by Davis. This is where William Contreras has got to be ready for a ball in the dirt. The way Ashby can spin that breaking ball. Be ruled as a caught stealing. And then an E6, I believe, on Pratt. The 0-1 from Aaron Ashby. Davis waits. Here it comes. It's a strike on the inside corner. 0-2 on Henry Davis. Davis 0 for 2 with a walk. Ashby sets. 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Contreras. He just saved a run on a ball that skipped in front of home plate. You know that pitch as a catcher is designed to be in the dirt. You have to be ready to block it. In today's day and age, catching on one knee, that is a very difficult ball to catch, get around it, because from a left-hander, you've got to get your body around it to make sure it bounces towards the plate. Good play. Here's the 1-2 from Aaron Ashby. And a line drive to right center. Bowers is over and makes the catch. Davis hit it on the screws, but Bowers got a good jump, makes the play. And a big run is stranded at third base. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Bowers set to lead it off for the Brewers. Down by a score of 4-3 on the Brewers radio.
It's off the wall. 2 runs are going to score. Look at this shot.
Little Darren Baker was standing very close behind home plate.
Darren Baker, who's only 3 years old.
And JT Snow picked him up and carried him out of there.
Thank goodness that JT Snow was aware.
That was amazing.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive! Superman hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game, the pitcher hits it out.
A living, breathing statue, Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
New pitcher in the game for the Pirates. It's Camilo Doval. Came over in a trade from the Yankees just a couple of days ago. Made his Pirates debut against Cincinnati. Gave up a solo home run in his 1 inning of work. Overall in the season, a .465 ERA in 45 appearances. He's got nasty stuff. You look at him and you go, how does he even give up hits? Well, he does sometimes. He also walks some guys. He's got 18 walks in 40 2/3 innings. He's also got 40 strikeouts. He'll face Jake Bowers to open up the inning. Bowers, a single, a walk. He scored twice. Doval's first pitch is a ground ball to first base. Flip over to the bag, and Doval is there covering, and Bowers is out number 1 on just 1 pitch. 10 seconds for station ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Lane Grindle and Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering aboard as Doval faces Andrew Vaughn representing the tying run. Vaughn has never faced Doval before and takes a strike with a slider. It's 0-1. Additionally, Jared Triolo takes over at third base for the Pirates, replacing Nick Gonzalez. Takes care of all the changes. Chad Patrick is loosening in the Brewers bullpen. There's a big gap in left center. (4-3) Pittsburgh. Doval is stretch, and his pitch is high. Bullpen a little different than the last time the Brewers saw these Pirates in Pittsburgh. Added Ron Marinaccio, Doval. No Murdoch's in that bullpen.
And they will have more additions coming in the next 24 hours. The pitch, swing and a miss. Slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This Pirates bullpen got better. Trevor McGill now joins Chad Patrick, just in case the Brewers tied to take the lead. Here's the 1-2 slider down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Doval began his career in San Francisco as an all-star a couple of years ago. Led the big leagues with 39 saves in 2023. He was traded to the Yankees 2 years later. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes. James Hoy said he went around. And Andrew Vaughn strikes out. 2 away in the 8th inning. Fans didn't like it, but I think Hoy probably got it right. Garrett Mitchell hit by a pitch his last time up, 0 for 2 otherwise. Or I should say the first pitch with 2 outs is a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Bullpen starting to play catch for the Pirates. Again, Chad Patrick and Trevor McGill ready in the Brewers pen. The 0-1 line foul by Mitchell. It's 0-2. Usingers has been Milwaukee's family-owned sausage shop since 1880. Enjoy the same great taste your grandfather did because their recipes never change. If something works, you stick with it. Still made the old world way. That's the right way. Usingers, America's finest sausage. 0-2, guided to third base. Triolo throws on the run to first. Got him just in time. And the Brewers go in order in the bottom of the 8th. We will go to inning number 9. Pirates 4, Brewers 3 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Miller. And J.P. Crawford makes the catch. Waldschmidt going back. Oh, what a catch. Boy, it doesn't get better than that.
Nick Gonzalez, a fine running catch over the shoulder.
Barehanded by Wheeler. A little pirouette. Nice job on both ends. Whoa, diving play by Randall Grichuk. Diving stop by Olsen.
And an athletic play by Thomas to grab it and then land on the bag somehow for the out.
Sliding catch by Braden Montgomery. And he made the catch. Oh, my word. Holy cowzer. Hap is there.
He had to make quite an adjustment to make a very good catch.
Sliding catch, McNeil. I'll take care of it. He hits meat at the plate.
Perfectly executed by the Yankees.
Severs gonna toss high, and
they got him.
Pays to be 6'8".
Dives, and he makes the catch. What a play by Josh Lowe. One hop, tag. Oh, what a play. Guzman with a long throw. It's perfect. What a play, what a throw.
Somebody help me. The guy got a souvenir, and he's got a tale to tell.
Mom's just kind of oblivious to the fact that she's struggling.
It's a rather lengthy one. She is very attentive so far as this long story draws out.
That young man looks like he was given some signs. Oh no, he's actually copying the pitcher, isn't he?
He's just going to give up. He's going to give up and pretend this is what he wanted to have happen.
He's in a tent right now.
He's going to hang out in here.
Over to face the top of the order in the 9th inning. He'll face Mangum, Lau, and Reynolds. Baseball season, better known as Shandy season, baseball fans. Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, refreshing Weiss beer, natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's flavor of the moment. So Chad Patrick looking to put up a 0. Keep the Brewers in it. They'll have 8, 9, and 1 on the bottom half of the inning. Imperative that Chad Patrick puts up a 0 to give them a chance. And the first pitch, Mangum pops it up foul. And it's 0-1. Mason Montgomery is in the Pirates bullpen. 31st appearance out of the bullpen for Chad Patrick. Last time out, 2 innings, no runs, 5 strikeouts, and picked up the win Saturday against the Angels. Mangum, a half swing and a miss. 0-2. Mangum 1 for 4 with an RBI bunt single, and as it stands, that's the difference in the game right now. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Chad Patrick. Struck him out looking. Fastball at 97, and Mangum could not get the bat off his shoulder. An ortho ASAP strikeout for Chad Patrick. Brings up Brandon Lau. Game tomorrow, 6:40 start time. Brandon Sproat against, I should say, Logan Henderson against Jared Jones. He's looking at today's starting pitchers as the delivery is a strike. Tomorrow, Logan Henderson, Jared Jones, 6:40 first pitch. On deck show built by Menards at 6:05. The 0-1 to Lau, swing and a miss. Cutter, 0-2. Still to be announced for Wednesday's game for the Brewers against Paul Skeens, who's 9-9 with an ERA of almost 4 this year. Has not been as unhittable, Paul Skeens, this year. And then Shane Drowan and Braxton Ashcraft in the finale on Thursday. 0-2 is up and away and back to the backstop. Off the bowl for Chad Patrick.
Jeff Skeens has an ERA north of 5 going back to May 27th. That is, I don't think I ever thought you'd say something like that.
The velocity is down. 1-2. Just missed. And no challenges. Contreras doesn't have any left. And I bet he wishes he did, because that entire baseball was in the strike zone. It was Contreras who lost the last challenge. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out anyway. Cutter down and in. Back-to-back Ks for Chad Patrick. Cutter had some fuzz on it, down and in on Lau.
That's the 13th strikeout for the staff here tonight.
Been racking up the Ks. There's not been one single inning, with the exception of the 8th, that the Brewers did not strike out a Pirates hitter. Reynolds takes a ball off the outside corner, 1-0. Reynolds, 2 base hits, a fly out, and a strikeout. 1-0. Reynolds takes down and in, squirts by Contreras back to the backstop. 2 balls, no strikes. Brewers trying to get to that 70th win. They'll need at least 1 in the bottom of the 9th if they hold the Pirates here in this top half of the inning. 2-0. Reynolds bangs foul, first base side. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brewers would get to 70 wins in their 112th game. Set their franchise record for fewest games to get to 70 wins last year. 2-1. Strike in the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just keep stacking franchise records last year and this year. Two and 2 on Brian Reynolds. Patrick from the first base side of the rubber has his sign and is 2-2 coming. Tapper hit to second base. Terang flips it over to first. Reynolds is out. 3 up and 3 down. Go the Pirates. Can the Brewers come back? We'll find out next. It's 4-3 Pittsburgh on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
While you rest on the weekends.
Murakami to pull. 1-2 from Sandy. That one cut on and missed. And Murakami swings over the top of it. Another punch out for Munetaka Murakami.
Well, I'm going to say that was a changeup.
Yeah.
But either way, it was a nasty pitch down and away from Murakami.
Got him! Changeup! 2 away.
Boy, this has been Picasso, Rembrandt, everything put together with the way he's worked on the mound, with the stuff he's had the location.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time, because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Joey Ortiz to follow, and then Bryce Terang against Mason Montgomery, who's got 2 saves on the season, pitching to a .381 ERA, pitching in his 46th game overall. Got off to a sluggish start, but he has been lights out since the beginning of June. First one to Pratt, strike one. 253 earned run average over his last 22 appearances. That's since June 6th. Pratt down on the count 0-1. Montgomery's pitch. Swing and a miss through a fastball by him at 99. Pratt struck out as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning, his first ever pinch hit opportunity in his career. That was with 2 men on base. 0-2 pitch, very high at 100 miles an hour. 3 straight sinkers. Montgomery at the belt in his 1-2 pitch. Up high again. 2-2 on Pratt. Seeing some serious heat coming out of this Pittsburgh bullpen. Pratt even. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Another fastball. Went 5 straight fastballs, all 98 miles an hour or better. Pratt is out number 1. Joey Ortiz will hit against Montgomery. He's not faced the Brewers very much. William Contreras has the most ever plate appearances against him, 3. Ortiz is 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts against Montgomery. The pitch. Check swing. They'll appeal it. Didn't go. Ball 1. Slider down and in the dirt. Terang has reached base twice against Mason Montgomery with a couple of walks. 1-0 pitch. Strike 1. Fastball right down the middle on Ortiz, who's been on base twice. An RBI single with 2 outs in the 5th inning, and then the leadoff base hit in the 7th. He was stranded in scoring position. 1-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. About letter high on the heater. Brewers today hitting with runners in scoring position. It's been an issue for them of late. Just 2 for 6. Have not had many opportunities. The Pirates 2 for 10. The 1 big hit, the 3-run double in the 3rd inning. One-two coming. Fouled off the body of the catcher Davis. (4-3) Pittsburgh, bottom of the 9th inning. 1-2 coming to Joey Ortiz. Foul back again, in and out of the glove of Davis. Hanging tough. Turang is on deck. Another 1-2 to Ortiz. Montgomery deals. Breaking ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Montgomery again sets. 2-2. Ground ball hit softly towards short. Throw to first is late. Ortiz with another infield single. Well, put the ball in play and good things happen. Jacob Gonzalez charging that baseball. May have been better for Triolo to try and cut that ball off and make the play. Gonzalez didn't look like he had a very good grip on that baseball. Threw low, and Ortiz beat it out. And now it's Turang. Pitch from Montgomery. Swing and a miss. He wanted to end the ball game right there. Fastball right down the middle. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Montgomery tosses it first. Ortiz is back. Turang waits. Here comes Montgomery. Swing and a miss. Fastball off the plate away. 0-2 on Bryce Turang. Again, he's faced Montgomery 3 times. 2 walks and a flyout. 0-2 on Bryce Turang. The kick and the pitch. Struck him out, threw him a slider down and away, and Turang has gone on strikes, and now it's up to Jackson Chourio, with Ortiz standing at first base. Chourio 0 for 2 with 2 walks today. It's a tough at bat for a left-hander. Left-handers against Mason Montgomery this year are hitting 100, 6 for 60. So here's Chourio. Montgomery sets and throws. Swing and a miss. Chourio wanted to end the game. Tough pitch to do it on. A foot-high slider. Chourio has not homered since the 4th of July. He would need some fireworks here to win this game. More than anything, just trying to extend it. The 0-1. Chopper, foul off his front foot. Ouch. He wears that protective shin guard and foot guard, and that one missed every part of it. Chourio needs an extra beat. Time given by the home plate umpire to get his wits about him. Brewers down to their final strike. It's 0-2. Montgomery at the belt. Coming back on Chourio. Here's the pitch. And it missed outside. Here's a challenge from Henry Davis.
Pitcher's called the ball. Catcher's challenging.
Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. And it's strike 3.
Game over.
Just like John Lipka said, game over. About an eighth of the baseball in the strike zone, and just like that, the Brewers lose by a final score of 4-3. We'll have the totals and more for you just a moment on the Brewers Radio Network.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin Operating Engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin Operating Engineers today at join139.com.
Step up to the plate. It's Quick Trip's Around the Bases contest with Old Wisconsin. Stop into your neighborhood Quick Trip and purchase any Old Wisconsin product with Quick Rewards for your chance to win cash. Be sure to try beef and cheddar or beef and jalapeno.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize.